Hello, 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 and welcome to Get Comfortable by Lizana-Prodeaux. I am the voice behind Get Comfortable. Um, I just had like a little epiphany here, or a little, I don't know. I want to title the I want to title the messages that I do in the car phone call messages. It's gonna be something new. Not it's gonna be something old, but with a new title because I feel like my car messages are like when I'm talking on the phone in the car. And sometimes I feel like they're some of my better messages too. Um, and a lot of times I get them, but I just had a little moment where I was able to pull over and actually write down the things that I wanted to say, you know? So, and the topics that I wanted to touch on, from things that have happened over the last few days. And sometimes I don't get a chance to do that, so those messages just go to the wayside. Um, just going in number order. So fear can't go, okay? And you've been knowing that for like so long, so long. You're in this weird space of like a transition because a lot of things have changed between um, the summer and now, or like the beginning of summer. I haven't been able to talk lately. The beginning of summer and now, and because of this, you you've been going through a lot of changes every few months or so, right? I'm gonna say at least every 6 months something changes. And in that time frame, you become, you really are like not, you don't feel like you're standing on 2 feet. You're not standing on solid ground because things have been so like all over the place. And by the time you become adjusted to what's going on, you literally have to like adjust to something else because there's another change. Um, if I'm talking to you, please leave a comment so that I know I'm not crazy. Um, you want things to kind of stay consistent. I'm gonna just say not the same, but consistent. And that's one of the things that your life has been lacking as of right now is consistency. On top of the fact that whoever I'm talking to, you may have problems with being consistent with things. So now you're in this place of trying to find consistency in inconsistent times, right? Where things are just ever changing and you get a grasp, and then by the time you get a grasp, you're still just have to embrace another change. If this message is for you, the change and the transition that you're in now is an evolution of sorts for you. It's not like a forceful change or a change that you don't want. This change is meant to enhance you, but it's painful. I'm just letting you know that it's painful and it's just been very stressful on you, which I'm sure you already know, but I'm letting you know that that's why it's going on. It's meant to enhance you. It's meant to make you better. It's meant to strengthen you. But I know hearing that doesn't make it any easier. If you could think of a time when you seen yourself in a certain place, that time is now. You may not understand it, but the way that you are now is how you prayed to be years ago. You know what I'm saying? And you're finally getting to see the fruit in the seeds that you planted years ago. The problem is maybe you came from a time that was like nothing was really going on, and all you could really do was envision how you want to live, how you want to be, what you want to look like, people you wanted to be around, connections you wanted to make, and stability you wanted to have. And so now you're walking in all of that, but it's like bam, 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 bam. You know? It's like one elevation after another elevation after another elevation, and you cannot catch your breath. I get it. I know how scary it is. I know how frustrating it is. Shit, I'm going through the same things that y'all going through right now. Trust me. Um, but the thing is, the scariness of it all, the scariness of it all, the that little voice in your head that tells you this is not going to work. I can't do this. Those little distractions, that procrastination, all of those things that you have been embodying to stop you from doing and walking in the glory that God is trying to get. I'm telling you, it's nothing that you can really do to stop it. All you're going to do is prolong it and make the grueling part longer. You know, you were meant to do so much more. You were meant to have so much more. You were meant to walk in a purpose and give light and grace and motivation to people and those around you. You're meant to support. You are meant to grow. You are meant to be a testimony. And your fear is trying to cripple you from doing those things. Your fear is trying to stop you from achieving those goals that you know you need to achieve. Some of you are on a path and you don't know what the next step is, right? But the thing is, you're not consulting with God on what the next steps are. So you think, okay, I'm cool, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to take a break or chill. Excuse me, no. This is not the time for that. This is the time to journal. This is the time to, you know, be in your prayer books and become a prayer warrior and ask God, what is it that you need from me right now? What is it that you want from me? Because I want to be whatever it is that you want me to be. I want to do whatever it is you want me to do. Are you pleased with what I'm doing? And if you're not, please let me know in ways that only you can tell me so that I can understand. Don't let fear stop you from achieving what it is you need to do. We're human, so we feel so many different emotions, especially in territory where we're unsure, especially in territory where we're used to being the people who have it all together or figure it out at the drop of a hat. But what happens when the journey that we're on and the places where God is taking us, we have absolutely no idea how to even get there. Well, that's where faith comes in. Faith comes in and takes over in those places. Okay. And I know it's difficult when you can't see where you're going. You just have this like idea of where you should be, but you don't actually know where you're going or where you're going to end up. That is a very dark and scary place to be in. Even if you're walking towards the light, the tunnel is dark. And I get it because you can't see a thing. You can't see a thing. And for somebody that needs to be able to know, to outline where they're going and what they're doing, this is scary and it's frustrating. But have fear and still do it anyway. Feel it, process it, and move on. I'm gonna tell y'all, the past few days I've been shitting bricks. And the reason is because I'm 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 like, I'm hearing what I think I'm hearing, and then I get in this way where it's just like, are you sure? Are you sure this is what you want me to do? Are you sure this is where I'm supposed to go? I don't know where this is. I don't know. I never done this before. Are you sure? And God's like, yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. And you don't need to be sure, but you do need to have faith in me because I'm telling you, I'm going to lead you somewhere where you've always wanted to be and better. I have so much good for you. I have so much that is better for you. And I just need you to get there. I just need you to follow my direction and allow me to get you there. But the more you try to fight it, it's just only going to prolong it, only going to prolong it. And that's not where we want to be. That's not what we want to do. So I'm asking you to take the fear. And if you want to carry it around, cool, put it in your backpack. Okay? If you, fuck are you doing? You want to have it. I'm sorry, y'all. If you want to You know, if you want to be scared about something, that's all well and fine. But just remember that at the end of the day, you still have to be on this walk. You know, this is still a part of your journey. This is still a part of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And to be all the way honest, to be all the way honest, we are all scared. There's, I don't know many achievements that I've made where I wasn't scared, you know, and me still doing, I felt so good on the other side because I wasn't afraid anymore because I went through some tough times, some hard times. I went through scary positioning and it worked out, you know, and I so feel that for you guys. So I'm going to get off of here because I've been cursing and I'm driving and um I want to let you guys know where I am, but if you knew where I was, then you would understand that these drivers are insane. Okay? But I love you guys to the moon and back, but of course God loves you more. Please take care.